Welcome back to the Purple Rain Podcast. And finally, Las Vegas reveals their coach. And we've known about it for quite some time, we guys. Yeah. Since Waitress. Yeah. Because the week we went to see Waitress in Manchester, which was the last week of May, it was very busy, wasn't it? So we had Detroit's coaching hiring, we had Hamilton's coaching hiring, and then obviously on the day we were going to go see Waitress, the rumor mill was about, Las Vegas have hired Kim Weiss as their coach, but they're not making it official because she's still, with the Colorado Eagles, and they're in the middle of a run for the Colorado Cup in the AHL. All that. So we pretty much know for almost a full month that Kim Weiss was going to be hired as Vegas' coach, but of course it hasn't been confirmed yet. And I think that is actually some decency there from Las Vegas, because they very easily could have made the coaching hiring public right now, and while the Eagles were still in the midst of the playoffs, it all a bit bit of awkward business and all that. But no, the fact that DiDia probably knew that she wanted to get Kim Weiss as the coach, but didn't make it official until after the Eagles, had their run in the Colorado Cup, which of course they lost in Game 7 to Chicago, who might be about to bow out in spectacular fashion. I bet a lot of Colorado Eagles went out thinking we would have done a better job against the Marlies. When's Game 4? Game 4's tonight. Oh, we could have a sweep. Guys. We could have a sweep. We are recording this on the day of Game 4 of the Colorado Cup Finals, June 18. We could be on a sweep. If the Marlies do pull it off tonight, that's the first sweep in a decade in the Colorado Cup. Woo! Yeah. So it's official. Kim Weiss has been named head coach of PWHL Las Vegas. So PWHL Las Vegas announces the appointment of Kim Weiss to the position of head coach ahead of the team's inaugural 2026-27 Professional Women's Hockey League season. Weiss joined PWHL Las Vegas after spending the last 2 seasons with the Colorado Eagles, the American Hockey League affiliate of the Colorado Avalanche, where she became the second woman in AHL history to serve as an assistant coach in a full-time role. So this is what Major General Manager had to say. I am thrilled to welcome Kim Weiss as the first head coach of PWHL Las Vegas, said General Manager DiDia. Throughout her coaching career, Kim has consistently demonstrated an exceptional ability to develop players, build strong team cultures, and achieve success at the highest levels of the game. Her accomplishments across both the NCAA and AHL speak for themselves, and her hockey expertise and communication skills make her one of the most respected leaders in the sport. Having played alongside her in college, I have seen firsthand the character, integrity, leadership, and competitiveness that define her, and her values align perfectly with the culture we are building in Las Vegas. Weiss began her Eagles tenure as a video assistant before being promoted to head assistant coach this year. During her time in Colorado, the Eagles earned a Pacific Division title last season and made 2 trips to the Calder Cup playoffs, including a run to the Western Conference Finals in 2026, where they bowed out in a 7-game series against the Chicago Wolves. But I felt the Eagles were better in that series. I really do. I just felt the Eagles were a lot better in that series, and of course in the Game 7, it's literally a toss-up. Anything can happen in that, as we all know. So let's hear what she had to say for herself. It's an honour to become a head coach at the highest level of the women's game, and I couldn't be more excited to join PWHL Las Vegas, said Weiss. Much of what I experienced over the last few years wasn't something I dreamed about growing up, because those opportunities simply didn't exist. I'm incredibly grateful for the people and organizations that have helped me along the way, especially the Colorado Avalanche and Colorado Eagles. I'll carry many of the lessons I learned from one of the best organizations in hockey as we build a first-class environment for our players, staff, and fans in Las Vegas. Las Vegas has embraced hockey in a remarkable way and built a passionate sports culture. The city is known for its energy, excitement, and entertainment, and we're committed to bringing that same passion every time our team takes the ice. I can't wait to help build something special for this community. So prior to her stint in Colorado, the Pasternak native served as an assistant coach with the Trinity College men's hockey program in the 2023-24 campaign, becoming the first woman to work at an assistant coach in NCAA Division 3 men's hockey. The Santams complied a record of 25-4-1, captured the New England Small College Athletic Conference crown, and advanced to the national championship game, falling just short of a title. Weiss also spent time with the Maryland Black Bears of the North American Hockey League as an assistant coach, and then associate head coach, helping lead the team to their first NAHL East Division Championship in 2023. Before starting her career in the men's hockey, Weiss was the director of player development and head coach of the Washington Pride program. That's girls AA. So before you start, lady, and that's I know where you're going. I know where you were going. She has also contributed to USA Hockey's player development and coaching education initiatives, and has worked with the US women's national team. On the ice, Weiss enjoyed a decorated career of Trinity College, where she was teammates for 3 years with DiDia. Weiss earned NESCAC all-conference honors in all 4 seasons, and set the program records for career points and goals as a forward. In her junior year, she helped lead the Bantams to the program's first NCAA Division 3 Championship tournament appearance. And finally, Weiss is a part of the PWHL Coaches Association female coaches program, and an initiative that aims to support women in several areas, including skills development, leadership, strategies, communication, tactics, networking, and career advancement opportunities. Right. Whew, that felt like a lengthy article. Oh, you guys, what's yours? Yeah, it's good. Before you brought up all that about the prior resume, I was like, where is her record of being bold in this game? You know, I mean, for a woman, it should be no excuse. You should be able to have experience with Coach McCall. So yeah, so she sounds credible. And I think, you know, if we give her a chance, she could do really, really well, especially with the team that Vegas is drafting and assembling together, I should say. Yeah. So it sounds promising, but I mean, I'm glad we've got another one. Yeah, that's now 4. That is now 4. So either, because obviously we're recording this, we still have no idea who's going to go for. So the ratio going to next season will either be 8 men, 4 women, or it will be 7 men, 5 women. I'd like it to be 7-5, but I think I could handle an 8-4. Yeah. I think that I could handle that. Yeah. Providing then we don't know a coach changes and they just come replace with them. Yeah. But I could probably handle an 8-4. DiDia would prefer 7-5, but I do think I could handle an 8-4 situation if that's going to be the case. Also, we need to wait to see what's going to happen with Vancouver. Yeah. Now, obviously, of course, the Eagles are a fierce rival to my San Jose Barracuda. You could dare say we are arch rivals. Largely due to the fact that there's no other North Cal team in the AHL since Stockton moved to Calgary a few years back, because all the other California teams are basically SoCal. So the Eagles kind of are a big rival for the Barracuda. We always have really, really tough games against them. In fact, last year we did actually meet the Eagles in the Pacific Division semi-finals, which the Eagles did win that in 4 games. Although we actually did give them quite a good run for our money, though. It's just one or two things hit them differently and all that. But yeah, so I am familiar with her because obviously AHL. So you're more familiar with her than you are with Chris Sparr, and yet Chris Sparr also coached. Was also part of a coach team of one of your rivals. Yeah, but the rivalry between the Eagles and Barracuda is more stronger than the one between the Gulls and the Barracuda. It's just the way it is, I'm afraid. It's just the way it works. So I do think that she is a very good acquisition for Las Vegas. And the Eagles, I really do feel that they, you know... I mean, for me, this year, my pick for the Coral Cup was the Grand Rapids. I thought the Grand Rapids had a really good, strong season this year. It was a shock when they got knocked out when they did the playoffs. And then I thought, right, okay, of the teams left, I think the Eagles are the next best shout. And then obviously, the Wolves takes them down in Game 7. Yeah. So, yeah. So I do think, for me, this is a really good, rock-solid signing for, and hiring, for Las Vegas. She hasn't had that much opportunity to be a head coach yet, but I think this is going to give her the opportunity to do that and really show us what she is capable of when you put her at the helm. You put her in charge and see what she can do with this roster, because we know it's very stacked, both of what they did in the expansion process and also in the draft. Las Vegas is pretty much it's a rock solid right now. Yeah. Well, I think what has helped Las Vegas is in the expansion process, they pretty much went and signed teammates. They got teammates from us, teammates from Montreal. So that's really going to help with the chemistry situation that we felt really undid both the Golden Eyes and the Turret this year. It was the fact they did not have any chemistry, and that ultimately was downstep, downfall. Yeah. And really what interests me about this hire for me is she knows DiDia. Yeah. She knows DiDia. So it kind of feels like a similar situation we had in Tia for 3 years where, you know, Twilight and Gia Kingsbury are on very good terms with one another, and you kept saying, George, oh, I don't see either one of them, you know, parting on bad terms. Yeah. Well, I can't always felt that with Troy Ryan, the only way he would leave Tio is if it was his own choice or the opportunity came up, yeah, which it did. Yeah. I never would have seen Gia Kingsbury in a million years pulling the trigger on Troy Ryan. Yeah. Those two were pretty much were lockstep. So it's not surprising on the national side. It's not surprising that with Team Canada they've both gone. Yeah. Because it kind of felt if one was going to go, they were both going to go on that front. Yeah. So I'm not surprised on that. Of course, I've already covered that on our 7th episode. But yeah. So yeah, here you probably have got a position where, Vegas fans, you might need to get used to Kim Weiss because chances are, DiDia, she's probably not going to pull the trigger. Yeah. So you better hope she's a good coach because I'm going to be there, but I don't see DiDia pulling the trigger. Yeah, it's interesting how she's gone for someone who's been her teammate. So clearly, she must have, as soon as she got the job, so as soon as DiDia was hired, she clearly support straight away. I know who I want to go for. Yeah, I know who I want to go for. I'm going to go out there and get it. Yeah. But is that a bad thing, though, to go for somebody that you've had, that you obviously you've had experience with, you've been a teammate with? Is that a bad thing? It's not a bad thing, but for now. But what happens when it gets to the point where Vegas needs to make a change for the good of the team? Would DiDia have the tenacity to do it? Yeah. That could be the only problem, because what happens if this team doesn't work and, you know, the only way to sort it out is to go for a full-blown coaching change? I don't think he would do it, no. So, yeah, so Vegas better really hope that this works, because you might be stuck with Weiss and the help for quite some time. Yeah. I just don't see Tia doing it. It's like Tio all over again. Unless an opportunity comes up, yeah, probably going to stick with her for the long haul. But that's probably not a bad thing. That's probably not a bad thing. Okay. But yeah. So really pleased for this. I'm really glad we've now got it out of the way, because literally, you know, and we've seen plenty of stuff get thrown out into the rumor mill. Yeah, you know, think, and then it doesn't end up being true. That's why we will never ever on this show, we will never ever report on something that's out in the rumor mill until something is concrete. We will not come on here and report about it, because we don't want to say something about one thing and later it turns out not to be true. Yeah. And this was pretty much in for like the last 3 weeks now. Yeah. It was literally in the atmosphere for the past 3 weeks, and of course because Dominic DiDia chose to wait until the Eagles' run was over. I think that just shows what a good businesswoman she is. Because business can be tough. We've seen it plenty of times on The Apprentice. And most of the time it is ruthless. But here's an opportunity. But here we have an example where actually good faith. Yeah. Good faith. Yeah. I don't think Lord Sugar would have been impressed with Dr. DiDia. No, Linda would not have been impressed. She would have thinking, "You're too soft, girl! You need to man up! Fire people! Be ruthless! Steal assets!" Yeah, I think with a lot of these CEOs, Linda Platt would just tear them all apart. But I think that show's good, because obviously, you know, we've all known the Vegas market now for almost a decade, and we know that market is nasty, it's vile, it's ruthless, it's evil, it's corrupt to the core. It's, you know, Vegas is not a nice market. So the fact that we have here, you know, DiDia going against the norm and deciding that I'm gonna wait until the timing's right and then I'm gonna bring her in, yeah. Which I think just shows that I I think DiDia clearly understands the reputation that Vegas has developed itself over the last 10 years. Well, it's their own damn fault. I know. It's their own damn fault. If you did not want us to hate you, then you should have been nice on day one. Right. I mean, it so irritates me when I hear Golden Knights fans say, not just to me, but just to people in general, because I'm not the only person who hates Golden Knights, by the way. There's loads of people who do. It always irritates me when Golden Knights fans, they get on their keyboards and they just type away, oh, you're only angry because you wish you were us. And I'm like, no, you're jealous. I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. No, I'm fucking not. In fact, I'd rather lie dead in the cold streets of Minnesota than wish to be a Vegas Golden Knights fan. Just saying, I'd rather be dead. I'd rather lie dead in the cold streets of Minnesota than ever want to be a Vegas Golden Knights fan. Just say that now, okay? It irritates me, okay? There are so many reasons why we hate you, and it's not because we wish you were you. So get over yourselves. Seriously, stop stroking your egos. And no, I did not mean what you think I meant. No, I know. Sometimes I would go, oh, George! Not that, no. Because that can be quite fruity, that just there, what I just said. But no, no. This time I knew what you actually did, Mary. I was like, no, it's not that. Okay. Yeah. Other times it would be that, but not this time. No. So clearly, you made me. Oh, no, right. So clearly, right, what's happened is DiDia's gone, right, we don't want to be that. No. We don't want to be that. We want to make people want to come to Las Vegas. Even people like you can't, so they go, we want to make them come and at least check the theatres out. So, clearly, what DiDia's done is she's recognised, okay, Las Vegas has built a reputation here, and it's not a nice reputation. And that's all the Golden Knights' fault. Yep. That is all Chance's fault. And this recent run to the Stanley Cup final, which they shouldn't have done, by the way. No, they shouldn't have been there. Now, you should have seen. You only had, 8 games left to go. You should have seen them out with Bruce Cassidy and take what was coming to you. Yeah. Not make a coaching change and then hold Bruce Cassidy hostage because he wants to go and get another job because you fired him. Seriously, George McPhee, you fired Bruce Cassidy. If he wants to go for another job in the AHL, let him go for another job. He's got bills to pay. He's probably got a family to feed. He's got taxes to pay. Insurance? Seriously. It's goodness sake. So clearly, DiDia has recognised we can't be like that. We've got to be different. We've got to show people there actually are nice people in Las Vegas. Are there? Are there? I've not seen any of them in the last 10 years. Are there? Are there? Really? You probably gotta go and seek them out. You probably watch them on Channel 4. Oh, no, now you two are talking dicks again. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we were. That's how we were. That's how we were. No, yeah, but good on that. No, good on for DiDia to recognise it. You know what? We are not going to be like those in T-Mobile. We're going to be different. We're going to do things differently. We're going to show people that Las Vegas is not as bad as people think it is. And I'm saying, well, let's wait and see what brand you get, and then we'll talk. Oh, is that your position? I am holding out until we get there, before I can make a judgment call. I think we also might need to wait a few games before we can make a judgment call. Come back to us in January. Yeah. Come back to us in January 2027. Then ask our thoughts about Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, better. Yeah, just come back in January. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. And who knows what will be by then? Who knows? We might have another trip booked, and unfortunately we've got to see them on it. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, I do like this hiring, and I do like the way DiDia's got about it. It's going to be a really interesting hiring, because I've only really seen her at the lower levels of the AHL. Because she was a big assistant last year, who you don't really see, because they're more behind the scenes guys. This year, she made a step up to assistant coach. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what she can do at the helm of a team, and see how she goes about it, and see how she can make that transition from assistant to head coach. Because obviously Chris Sparr, I don't want to use Chris Sparr, but I found out to. Chris Sparr did it brilliantly, because obviously before this season, he was the assistant with the San Diego Gulls. He comes to the PHL this year, he transitions beautifully, and goes and takes the Coach of the Year award. All the way back to Hamilton. All the way back to Hamilton! Yeah! Can you believe that, guys? Hamilton gets a gong, and they've yet to play a game yet. How do you like them apples? But no. But in regards to Las Vegas, I do think it's a really good hire for them, and I'm really forward to see what they're going to do. Yeah, and I really hope that obviously this will give her the experience she needs as a head coach, because so far I've not really seen from the resume what she's done in that sense. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, and we'll see how it goes. And, well, you're just pleased it's another woman. Well, it's getting ridiculous now. Do we still need to do that forward? Because now there's 4 coaches. That's what we'll... Because at the time we said we were going to do a follow-up on what we did last year, you know, it was pretty much 7, the ratio was 7-2. And now the last few weeks it's been up to 8, 7-4 right now. Yeah. We'll figure out it. We'll have a chat. Yeah, we'll have a nice chat over the summer. We'll think about it. Yeah. Have you two got any more thoughts you want to say? Because I think I'm pretty much all good. I'm honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I know what she's capable of with the AHL, with the Eagles. I will see what happens if next year. Any more thoughts? Very excited. Hopefully she can, you know, show the Golden Knights how you coach a team properly. Yeah, really good hiring, and this team, it's going in the right directions, and I don't think we'll set that a month ago. Fair dues. Okay, yeah, so just Vancouver is left now. Because obviously, of course, Vancouver very recently fired Brian Adamski, so he's now gone. We still need to wait to see who Cargamo is going to replace him with. When we get that news, we'll of course bring it to you. But that's the last bit of coaching we've got going into next season. But that's going to do it today. Thank you as always. Till next time, take care, guys.